As the war in Ukraine intensifies, the battlefield displays a mix of modern and Cold War-era armaments. However, one weapon stands out: a fully automatic machine gun, one of the world's first that predates any other old weapon out there by decades. This machine gun has been used in World War I, the Russian Civil War, and World War II. Now Ukraine is using it to defend Bakhmut. This is Military Mechanics, and in this episode we will talk about the PM M1910. One might find it hard to believe that this gun dates back to the 19th century after witnessing it rain bullets so effectively from a trench in a 21st century war. The PM M1910's story begins with the very machine gun it was derived from, the infamous Maxim gun. Invented in 1884 by Hiram Stevens Maxim, it was the first fully automatic machine gun in the world. The Maxim machine gun was groundbreaking in its adoption of one of the earliest recoil-operated firing systems. The energy harnessed from the recoiling breech block was ingeniously utilized to expel the used cartridge and load the next one. Maxim's original designs featured a 360-degree revolving cam to reverse the motion of the block, but it was eventually simplified to a more efficient toggle lock mechanism. This was a substantial improvement in efficiency and labor intensity over earlier fast-firing guns. In terms of cooling, the Maxim gun was distinctive in its use of water cooling, allowing it to maintain its rapid rate of fire for significantly longer durations than guns that relied on air cooling. However, this innovation did add to the overall weight and complexity of the weapon, making it more cumbersome and limiting its flexibility on the battlefield. The Maxim gun weighed approximately 60 pounds without water and ammunition, with its length spanning about 43 inches. The tripod added another 20 pounds, and the water for cooling approximately 4 pounds. Yeah, it is indeed a very heavy gun to move around. In terms of caliber, the British version fired a .303-inch round, while the German variant used the larger 7.92mm round. The gun's barrel measured about 28.3 inches. Its rate of fire was an impressive 500 to 600 rounds per minute, depending on the variant and the conditions of use. This was one impressive gun that every nation wanted to have. Developed from Hiram Maxim's Maxim gun and chambered for the standard Russian 7.6254mm R rifle cartridge, the Pulemyot Maxima PM1910 was adopted in August 1910 by the Imperial Russian Army. This gun was mounted on a wheeled mount with a gun shield. The Imperial Russian Army used the PM M1919 in World War I, and the Red Army did as well in the Russian Civil War and World War II. The gun was later used in the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Afghan War. Currently in action against the Russian incursion, the PM M1910 is a favored choice among Ukrainian fighters, primarily due to its reliability. In ideal conditions, a well-maintained PM1910 can continuously fire without succumbing to overheating, as long as ammunition and water supply are sustained. The machine gun boasts accuracy, manageable recoil, and uses the widely accessible 7.62 by 54mm cartridge, a standard in post-Soviet states since 1891. As the conflict reshapes landscapes, trench warfare has re-emerged in regions like Bakhmut. In such combat scenarios, vintage heavy machine guns like the PM M1910 prove exceptionally effective. Moreover, the soldiers have ingeniously adapted the PM M1910 to their needs, as seen in videos of the guns equipped with contemporary optics, rudimentary camouflage, a stock, and occasionally a suppressor. Demonstrating further innovation, the Ukrainians have developed a 4-gun turret using these guns, purpose-built to counter Russian drones. Like the famous Marduce that came later, PM M1910 seems to have been made to last. Because of the inherently chaotic nature of human beings, we have a sinking feeling that this is not the last time we will witness this weapon in action.